UC baseball season come to an end in an elimination game against USF, joined now by head coach Scott Googins. And, really just kind of taking a look at this season overall. Very successful first season as head coach of this team for you. But I think right now the thought on everybody's mind, probably these seniors and what they've given to this program over the years, came in as a big class. A lot of them started from day one, and I think this is a class that Bearcats fans going to remember very fondly.
Yeah, it's a great senior class. And, again, coming into today, didn't think it was going to end. I talked to the guys out there, and, there's a lot of fight in that group. Again, I really like those seniors. I wish I could have coached them, their entire careers because, man, they battled. In that seventh inning, we're down 7-1, and Mo Tice beats out that infield hit. Man, that just shows what kind of player he has and the guts that he has, and all our guys. And it was tough. It was they played hard today, and you can't control all the stuff with the weather and how the conference we played it out, but just didn't think the season was going to end today. But unfortunately it did, and it's always tough saying goodbyes. I think this is the toughest day of the year because it's not just just losing this game. It's the combination. Some of those guys, we have 10 seniors. They put their heart and soul into UC baseball, and they've made a lot of sacrifices. And again, just to see their careers end here at UC. And again, some are going to have an opportunity to play at the next level. But here at UC, wearing that C, Paul, it's tough to take that uniform off for the last time.
It's certainly a day that nobody looks forward to, but a day where everybody should be proud of what they've accomplished. Looking back at this team, a theme that we've gone over this year is battling through adversity, from the travel issues in week number one to the scheduling issues here this week with the weather. We've seen players down with injury, with guys rise up and fill in their spot. But this team has really battled through that adversity all season and done it in a very mature way.
They have, and that's the fun of college baseball and athletics, because we've really grown as a team. Again, I would say when I first got on here, and again, just the guys coming together, that senior group is a tight-knit group, but meshing with the freshmen and the sophomores, and all the trials and tribulation of the season, and to see where we were at the beginning of the season to where we are now. One of our themes is we want to be better at the end of the season. But we are a lot better than we were at the beginning of the season, and it's through those the failures, the highs, the lows. Those are things they're going to remember. Obviously the record's not what we want it to be. We didn't go as far as we wanted to. Again, I really thought we had a chance at winning this not only the conference but the conference tournament. And you don't always get what you want. And we've got to get back to the drawing board and get better. But it's not any lack of effort or character things. It just didn't happen for us this year.
Sometimes that's the way it works in the conference tournament. Just kind of looking at the big picture, I know we didn't really mention it during the season, but this team picked to finish 9th, dead last of the conference. The last week on the season, you were right in the mix for second, right in the mix the whole way. This team showed so much over the course of the year. I think a really good building block for you and your staff here in year number one.
I agreed, and again, I give the credit to our leadership with our seniors. That's a great senior class. I keep going back to it, but it's a fun group to coach. It was, they play with a chip on their shoulder, which, again, we were picked 9th, and the first year of, only 8 teams making the conference tournament, so it wasn't a given, and they played hard. For 56 games, they laid it on the line, and again, it was again, I don't want to say it was a super success, but to me it was. There was again, the connections, all that stuff that we grew together at the season. It was a plus.
Well, there's no question. There were so many successes on this team this year, so much to be proud about, and a lot to be excited about next season. I know you and the staff and everybody around this program are excited to see where it can go. Yeah, it is. It's just, again, it's going to take a couple weeks before we start thinking about the future because, like I said, it's tough. It's tough seeing those seniors get, leaving, and it's, it is what it is, but it's going to be a little tough for next couple weeks. All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate your time not only today but throughout the course of this season. It's been really fun following this team, following you and your staff, and we look forward to the future. Well, you did a great job, Matt. You made me look good. That's tough to do, man. I appreciate that, and again, hopefully we'll be working together next year. And looking forward to it, Coach. Thank you, and we'll see you down the road. You bet, Matt. Thanks. All right, but head coach Scott Googins as the Bearcats see their season come to an end here in Clearwater.